But it's funny. Happy Wednesday! I am back. I've been out and about this morning. My mother had her physical therapy in the morning, and I went swimming. So that was exciting. So I came back. I got home about like 11, and as soon as I got home, I put my Bath and Body Works sugared churro on my warmer. Now, this is the third time I've actually used this candle. And I gotta say, it's still doing its thing, even though this is the third time on the warmer. So this candle has actually surprised me a little bit. I wasn't super hot on it at first, but now I'm like, I love it. By the way, SPF is $5.95 today. I thought they were doing a mini sale, but it's only on the travel size, and lip sun care, the full size sun care, is $9.95. I might stop at the store and pick one up. I'll talk about the sale a little bit later. It's a good deal on the SPF. Here in Northeast Ohio, it's 70 today, but it's going to get really cold, so I'm not really thinking about SPF right now. I'm just like, I need my sun. So anyway, I need to talk about this candle. So Lenny and I did the the cold sniff on these. When I unboxed it, I did the cold sniff, and I'm kind of like, you know what? It's a fall candle. I've changed my mind now that I've had this thing on my warmer for 3 times. So, it says it's a delightfully, sweetly spiced treat you know and love. Oh my gosh, it's coming off now as like a spring, summer, almost like a fair candle. Glazed crumble, brown sugar, and cinnamon. I love the jar, by the way. The jar is beautiful. There is something so delicious about this candle, though, that is very distinctly not fall, that I'm getting now that it's melting. So I got the strong cinnamon on the cold. That must have been like the prominent note when you kind of smell it when you get it home. But now that I've had it on the warmer, the glazed crumble is just popping, and it does smell so delicious. I must feel like there's a little bit like of a powdered sugar or caramel note in there. Absolutely delicious. Now, what was interesting is the first time I put this one on the warmer, it was a slow start. At first I was like, oh, this isn't going to do it. This is not going to be happening. This one took about an hour the first time I warmed it to get cooking. The second 2 times I had it on, it's just instantly gone to full-on scent. It's pretty strong, too. Like, I've been walking in and out of here, and it smells so delicious. I mean, I gotta say, this is now one of my favorite spring candles. I love it. I had a lot of questions come in on my video yesterday about warmers. So a lot of people were saying, their warmer is so warm, like if they keep this on long enough, it'll melt the whole, or almost the whole jar. Now, if it's melting your whole jar, your wicks are definitely going to become very unstable, and you will not be able to light it. The only way I would light a candle after you've had it on the warmer is if it's only had about maybe an inch or less of wax, because then your wicks, I don't think, are going to get too unstable. Now, because I had this on the warmer for 3 times now, I could pour off a little bit of wax. So I'm just going to show you what happens when you pour off the wax. So I just use these cups like this, and look at that. It pours off pretty good. You get a little bit of messiness right here, but you can kind of clean that up really fast with like a Kleenex or something. And then there you have it. You've poured off some of the wax. The wicks are a little bit longer. I can put this back on the warmer, and the scent's going to be a little bit more intense now because it's melting down some of that underlying wax. I've got my wax in my cup. You could take a black magic marker or something and say wax so no one just thinks this is juice. But this will solidify pretty fast. A lot of people after they take the wax off their warmer, I mean, you could technically let this solidify, peel the paper off, and then if there's any scent left, you could throw these in like a wax melter, you know, like the little small ones, chop it up, and if there's any, there's a little bit of scent left in this, you might be able to throw those in there and just get off the rest of the scent. It all depends on what like intensity of scent you want. I mean, if you just want something a little bit light, you could make wax melts out of the wax you just put in there. But now that I've poured some wax off of here, you can see it's gone down a little bit. Typically, the better idea, and I didn't do this time, would be to pour off all of this wax, just because this is probably the wax that's a little bit more less fragrant. But like I said, it's not hard to pour the wax off at all. I feel like the wax in general for me, and maybe it's my warmer style, but I feel like the wax, while it's like hot, I feel like when I burn a candle, especially for a long time, it's a lot hotter. But you can change the intensity of your melter. I mean, some people, they have a really high-powered lamp, and these are going to get really hot. So you just kind of got to gauge. But you know what I like about it? Again, you can tailor this to your own liking. So now, right now, I can tell this is solidifying just a touch, but I can turn my warmer up, warm it up a little bit more, and, you know, start from scratch. So I feel like there is so much versatility. This is starting to solidify right now. There's so much versatility with these wax warmers. I love them. I do have a wick trimmer, so probably what I'll do is trim these wicks down a little bit and then just keep this on my warmer well into spring. That jar, by the way, maybe a keeper for me. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I think this would look really pretty, like on your dresser. You could put cotton balls in it or something. I don't know. I gotta say, that red glass is beautiful. So anyway, I highly recommend the sugared churro. I am changing my previous stance. It's not just a fall candle. It is a delightful spring, like glazed crumble. It takes you into summer. Oh my gosh, with like fair season coming up, I actually want another sugared churro. That's on my list next time we have a candle sale. So, like I said, there is a sale today on SPF. There is one new, oh, you know what showed up new today? There's 2 new pocket back lanyards. One is like a doctor or nurse one, and then the other one is for a teacher. It's got like pencils on it and stuff. So 2 new lanyards showed up. I have a feeling we're going to be getting a little bit more stuff in. So I may stop into the store later, but I will see you guys in a few. Let me know what you think of sugared churro. I will see you later. Bye-bye.